Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Hello and welcome back. Today I want to talk about how to plan your content strategy. In the past couple episodes, we've talked a lot about all of the different amazing benefits that can come from a content marketing approach. And today I want to talk about how important it is for you to focus on those benefits that will be most beneficial for you and to establish some goals and a direction for your campaign, and then to work on a blueprint for production so that you can launch your campaign smoothly and keep it running indefinitely. And so to start, today I really want to focus on why you need to plan a content marketing strategy in advance. At this point, you might be thinking to yourself, why would I even need a strategy? Aren't I supposed to just write good content? And I'll admit that it's true that a handful of marketers have been successful by just winging it, writing about topics on which they're really knowledgeable and gradually picking up steam. There's also a component to learning as you go, measuring and adjusting over time that would almost seem to negate the effectiveness of writing up a thorough content strategy in advance. However, there are some important reasons why you should plan a content strategy. And by this, I mean a formally written document that outlines your plans for success. According to research from the Content Marketing Institute, there are 4 main factors responsible for differentiating self-described successful content marketers from self-described unsuccessful content marketers. Point 1 is about content marketing knowledge. Points 2 and 3 are about formally documenting your content strategy and mission. And point 4 is about team communication. And they've found that without those 4 steps in the process, that you're far less likely to be successful. Empirically, the data suggest a content strategy is important, but why? The way I see it, there are 4 main contributing factors here. The first has to do with your direction and your foundation. What is your campaign going to be about? That's to say, why would anyone want to read, view, listen to this content? And how are you going to make it available to them? When you answer these questions on the fly, you're liable to go with the first thing that pops into your head. And that idea may change depending on what day you try to think of it. Attempting this, your campaign may end up disjointed, or at the very least, you'll wind up going in a direction that isn't the most efficient or the most appropriate for your brand. A content strategy, on the other hand, forces you to think through your options carefully and set things like your tone, your angle, and your niche in stone so that you have an objective set of rules to follow as you shape your campaign. The second point is the data and what not to do. Drafting a content strategy also forces you to avoid relying on your intuition, which may be strong, but it isn't stronger or more reliable than objective consumer data. You need to dig deep here, looking at your target market and your competitors to find the types of content that work and the types that don't. The third contributing factor is roles and responsibilities. Even if you're a small business, you're still probably working with a handful of other people, and you'll still likely be dividing responsibilities among those different people. And you'll find that without a coherent and formally documented set of roles and responsibilities, your teammates will be stepping on one another's toes. You'll encounter instances of redundancy as 2 team members tackle the same task, and missed opportunities as team members each assume the other is handling it. A content strategy will definitively outline exactly what steps need to be taken, the order that they need to be taken in, and who on your team is responsible for each one. On some level, this is about securing a level of accountability for your team members to execute the work that needs to be done. But more importantly, this is a simple matter of clarification. Miscommunications are rarely intentional, but this will help you clear them up before you even begin. And then the fourth thing I wanted to talk about is metrics for success. A content strategy will help you become successful in content marketing. But what does successful even mean? Believe it or not, your content strategy will help you define that for yourself. Everyone will have a different reason for pursuing content marketing and different ambitions when it comes to timelines and goals. And because of that, everyone's going to have their own definition of success. When you draft your content strategy, you'll be teasing out exactly what achievements are most important to realize and specific targets you'll want to reach. It's tempting to simply target everything, doing as much as you can in as many directions as you can, and then watching all of your metrics to see them rise. On some level, it's important to take advantage of all content marketing has to offer, but don't underestimate the complexity and sheer volume of metrics that are available to you and possibilities for strategic development. If you want to have any kind of meaningful success, then you'll need to whittle those metrics down to the most meaningful for you and your brand. I hope you can see why developing a plan for your content marketing strategy in advance can really help to maximize your efforts.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.